I am not imagining it. I say that out loud into the dead mic, just to hear a human voice in the room. My own voice comes back flat, swallowed by the foam panels and the stale air of the booth. I prove it the way I always prove things. I write it down. At 12:07 a.m. I draw the studio as I see it. The console with 12 faders, the cracked red on AIR sign above the glass, the coffee ring on the script stack, the little photo in its cheap frame leaning against the monitor. Me and my sister outside the county fair. I add the detail that makes it mine, a green balloon knotted around her wrist. At 12:08 a.m. I take a picture of my sketch with my phone. The timestamp is there. Evidence. At 12:09 a.m. I open the frame to check the photo again. The balloon is not green. It is yellow. I blink until my eyes sting. I take the photo out, hold it under the desk lamp, and check the paper for smudging for some cheap trick. The balloon is a clean yellow. The same shine. The same knot. My chest heightens and I force myself to do the next step. I compare it to the image on my phone. My sketch shows a green balloon. The photo I just held shows yellow. The picture on my phone of the sketch still shows green. That should be enough to make me stop. Instead it makes me angry. The way gaslighting makes you angry, even when the gaslight is your own brain. I set the photo back in the frame. I place it exactly where it was, angled toward the monitor. I look away for a full count of 10 and look back. Yellow. I open the frame again. Oh. I close it. I open it. Red. My hands start to sweat. The paper feels too smooth, too recently printed, like it never sat in that frame for years. My mind scrambles for a rational threat. Ugh. What? Some novelty ink. A prank from the station manager. A hallucination from too much coffee and too little sleep. I look at the clock. 12:12 a.m. Across the glass, the main room is empty except for the glow of the transmitter rack. The station is a small town relic, a low brick building behind the diner and the feed store, the kind of place that still keeps a wall calendar from the insurance agency. Nights are my shift. I do the weather, the obituaries if there are any, the late requests. Tonight it's quiet, the sort of quiet that makes you aware of your own breathing. The requests line lights up, one green square on the console, steady as an eye. I freeze with the photo still in my hands. The balloon is red now. I set it down carefully, as if it might bite. The line keeps glowing. We do not get calls this late unless someone is drunk or broken down on the county road. I press the button to put it in my headphones, not on air. WQRM night desk. My voice is controlled. My heart is not. A man breathes softly. Then he says, "You are sitting in the small booth. Left wall is gray foam. There is a coffee ring on the papers near your right hand. Your photo frame is leaning against the monitor at a slight angle. The balloon in the photo is red. The cold that hits me is instant and physical. I jerk my gaze to the frame. Red, I do not speak. I cannot." The man continues in a voice like he is reading a report. "Your pen is uncapped. You drew the console. You wrote the time. The clock over the glass is wrong by 3 minutes. It always is." I slam the line off. The green square goes dark. My ears ring with silence. The booth feels smaller, as if the foam is swelling. I pick up my phone and check the caller ID log on the station software. Unknown number. No trace. That happens sometimes with blocked lines, but not like this. Not with a voice that knows the color of a balloon in a photo that should not change. I am not imagining it, I tell myself again, but the words have less weight now. I open the frame. The balloon is green. Relief flares so hard it makes me dizzy. Green is what I drew. Green is what it should be. My brain latches onto that as proof that the red was just a stress glitch. I close the frame and set it down. The request line lights again. I stare at it. I do not press it. I wait for it to stop. It does not. The station has rules. We take calls. We do not leave dead air. We do not let fear make programming decisions. I tell myself I am a professional, even as my skin crawls. I press the call live by mistake, my fingers slipping. The on AIR sign pops red. The mic opens. "WQRM, you are on," I say. My voice sounds normal. That is the worst part. A woman speaks, calm and bright, like she is calling for a song. "HUD, I want to request something." "Sure," I say. "What can I get you?" "I want you to open the photo again," she says. My throat locks. The red on AIR sign glows like a wound above the glass. The transmitter hum deepens, or maybe it is my blood. "I do not know what you mean." I manage. She laughs softly, not amused, more like satisfied. "You though, it changes when you look inside. That is why you keep doing it. You think if you catch it in the act you will win." My fingers hover over the frame. I do not touch it. "Tell me what room you are in," she says. I swallow. "The studio." "WQRM. No," she replies. "The room you are in right now. A booth. The little box that makes your voice feel safe." She describes it again, but now she adds details I did not notice before. A tiny tear in the foam near the top left corner. A smear on the glass where someone wiped it with a sleeve. A dead moth inside the light fixture. I look. The tear is there. The smear is there. The moth is there. My stomach turns. "How do you know that?" "Because I'm in the same place," she says. I looked through the glass into the dark main room. "No, you are not," I say. "I am in the place behind the room," she answers. "The place that edits you while you are inside it." The words hit my mind like a hand on wet clay. "Behind the room. Editsu." I feel a flicker of recognition, like I have heard this before, like I have always known it. The console clock ticks. 12:19 a.m. I am hanging up, I say, and reach for the dump button. "If you hang up," she says, "you will forget why you were scared. You will keep working. You will play the next song. You will drink the coffee. You will look at the photo and feel a little confused. Then you will open it again." My hand stops. "Prove it," I say, voice thin. "Your sister is not alive," she says. The booth sways. I grip the edge of the desk. "That is wrong. That is impossible. My sister is in Cedar Grove. She has 2 kids. She texts me photos of their drawings. My mind stutters. I cannot see her face clearly. I can see the fair photo, balloon bright against summer sky. I can see the shape of her smile. I cannot remember the last time she spoke to me. I hate the woman on the line for that, for reaching into my life and squeezing. You are lying, I whisper. Open the frame, she says, almost gentle. Look at her wrist. I do not want to. My fingers move anyway, like the booth has strings. I pull the backing off the frame. The photo slides into my hands. The balloon is there, green again, but the string is not around my sister's wrist. It is around mine. In the picture, my hand is held up, knuckles white, gripping the string. My sister stands beside me, smiling, but her eyes are not on the camera. They are on my wrist. I taste metal. I cannot breathe. That is not right, I say. It is right for this version of you. The woman says, the place is adjusting. It is making your memories fit the room you will not leave. A sound comes from the main room. A soft click, like a switch. I look through the glass. The transmitter rack lights flicker. The door to the main room is closed, as it always is at night. The deadbolt is on the inside. I know because I lock it. I stand up too fast. The chair wheels squeal. You are on air, the woman reminds me. Everyone can hear you breathe. I glance at the meters. My mic is hot. The station is broadcasting my ragged inhalations into sleeping houses, into trucks on the highway, into the diner where the cook wipes down counters. I slap the mic off. The meters drop. Stop calling. I say, who are you? I am a listener, she says. We all are. We call in and describe the room you are in. That is how we keep it stable. Stable. If we do not describe it, it will rewrite it, she says. And when it rewrites the room, it rewrites you. The booth feels suddenly unfamiliar, like I'm seeing it from a distance. The foam panels seem too evenly cut. The desk seems bolted down in a way I never notice. The air smells not just stale but preserved, like a closed drawer. I look at my sketch. The lines I drew a few minutes ago are still there, but the time I wrote is different. It says 11:43 a.m. My phone says 12:21 a.m. I flip through my notes. I do not remember writing any of this. There are sentences in my handwriting that I do not recall thinking. Descriptions of the booth. Descriptions of my hands. A line that reads, do not look away from the photo. My skin prickles. The woman continues, steady as a metronome. You think you are proving you are not imagining it, but the place uses her proof to decide what to keep. What place? I asked. The station, she says. I laugh once, harsh. This is a building. It is a building that listens back, she replies. It remembers you wrong on purpose. The request line lights again. Another call waiting. Then another. The console shows 3 green squares now, blinking, eager. I stare at them as if they are insects. The woman is still on the line. I realize I never hung up. My finger is numb on the fader. Do not take the others, she warns. They do not want to help you. They want to practice describing you. Practice for what? For when you stop being able to describe yourself, she says. A memory slides into place like a drawer closing. Me walking into the station earlier tonight. The front door sticking. The smell of old carpet. The manager waving from his office. But the memory is wrong. In it, the manager face is blurred, like a photo that did not load. His voice is there, but the words are missing. I try to grab the details and they smear. I press my palms to my temples. This is insane, I say. I am tired. I am going home. Where is home? The woman asks. I open my mouth. Nothing comes. I know the idea of home. I know I have a key. I know there is a couch with a dent. I know there is a sink that drips. I cannot picture the street. I cannot picture the door. My stomach drops as if the floor fell out from under me. I look at the booth door. It is a plain door with a small window. I have walked through it 1,000 times. For a moment, I do not remember what is on the other side. The woman speaks softly now. That is the edit. That is what it does while you are inside it. It takes what you do not keep repeating and it smooths it away. What? I whisper. Because you make good radio, she says. The other lines begin to ring in my headphones even though I have not answered them. Faint bleed through like the system is failing. Voices overlap, eager, intimate. A man says, he is standing now. He is looking at the door like it is new. A teenager voice says, he has a photo frame. He keeps opening it. An older woman says, his sister is smiling but she is not in the picture anymore. I look down. The photo is still in my hand. My sister is there, but the space beside her is empty sky. The balloon string floats with no hand holding it. My knees go weak. Stop, I say, not sure who I am begging. The woman on my line sighs. You let them describe you. Now the room is choosing which description to keep. My phone buzzes. A notification. I look at the screen. It is a photo I just took, but I do not remember taking it. It shows me in the booth, shot from above and slightly behind, as if someone is standing in a corner near the tear in the foam. In the image, my head is turned toward the door. My hand holds the frame open. The balloon is black. There is a caption typed under it in the station text system. On air, I spin, scanning the corners. That, alas, no one. The request lines all glow at once, a full bank of green squares like the console is lit with eyes. The red on AIR sign flickers, not fully on, not fully off. I hear my own voice come through the monitor speakers, delayed, speaking words I did not say. I am not imagining it. My voice says calm and certain. I am proving it. My mouth is closed. The booth door handle turns slowly, as if someone outside is testing it. I do not remember locking it. I do not remember if it locks from the side. The woman on the line whispers, almost kind, do not let them in. If they enter the room, you will remember whatever they tell you happened. The handle keeps turning. The latch clicks. I look at the photo one more time. My sister is back in it, but she is looking straight at me now, eyes wide, as if she can see out of the paper. Her wrist is bare. The balloon string is tied around the booth door handle, and from the other side of the door, someone begins to describe my face perfectly, like they are reading it off a page. I reach for the mic to scream, and the on AIR sign goes solid red as the door starts to open.